Dude, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of my life. It's just actually the first episode of my life, but hey, no one would know that except that I just said it, and that they can look at my YouTube history and stuff. So anyways, I thought that I would share this thing with you that's going on with me right now. We bought a Pontiac Grand Am this summer, and it was a rebuilt vehicle, so it's got a different colored title. It's got a pink title, and just to let you know, hey, this has had a history and things have been done to it, but it's all fixed. It's all working again. So, and there were some issues with it. It was okay. Just figured, hey, it's a car. You go into it knowing what you got, what you're paying for, no problem. Well, it turns out one of the problems was the horn didn't work. So I just took it into the shop a few weeks ago, and they've still got it. In the process of them looking at that, they actually discovered there are some bigger problems with it. The airbags don't work. And here's why. So, when the airbags go off in a car, it's pooped. You gotta replace them. You can't just stuff them back inside the wheel and then just be like, oh, it's all good, You gotta replace them because they're one-time uses. So, they did replace the driver's side airbag. Actually, I'm not sure about the passenger side. I should ask the shop to check on that. So they did replace the driver's side airbag into the steering wheel, but they didn't plug it in. It's important, right, to have electricity so that you can say, oh, hey, control stuff says, hey, we just felt somebody run into the back of this car. Go poof so that the driver doesn't die, right? Well, it wasn't plugged in. But here's the thing. It's even scarier. Scary! Even if it was plugged in, it wouldn't have gone off. Why? Is that the case, you ask? Well, turns out that the airbag control module, the little computer chip thingy inside that talks to everything, all the electric systems, and says, hey, something happened, do this. That little system has things inside it that explode and go bad when it's used, kind of like an old fuse, because now we have breakers, but in the old days you had a fuse box instead of a breaker box. The fuse would burn out, you just replace this little, 25-cent thing instead of replacing a whole system. And so it's kind of like that in the airbag control module. Well, they pulled the old airbag control module, because you've got to replace it, but they didn't put a new one in. Yeah. So, there's nothing that is there to tell the airbags, hey, keep the driver from dying. That's kind of important, right? You don't want to be driving down the road, hit something, and then the airbags are all like, oh, yeah, it's just, yeah, we don't need to go off or anything. It's just, you'll survive this, no problem. Yeah, that was never replaced. And then there are issues with, like I say, the horn. The horns were actually burned out. And they're connected to the central brain for everything that happens inside the cabin. The windows, the door locks, the radio, all these things. It's like the central hub, like the train station that controls and coordinates everything. That seems to have some issues, so the horns weren't even working, even if they were still okay, because that wouldn't let them go off. And the anti-theft system sometimes doesn't let the car even start. I thought that it was just like a bad wire or something, but it turns out it's more of a control chip issue. So anyways, all this to say, I'm going through some legal stuff right now, and if you've ever had this kind of thing happen to you, I would definitely welcome any advice you might have. And if you know someone who might be going through this right now, let me know. I'd be happy to tell you, hey, go to this place and that place and the other place and get this information, and that's what you need to go ahead with it. So, yeah. Episode 1 of my life. Hope you enjoyed the little story, the minor rant that I just did. But thanks for watching. I guess we'll see you next time. Bye.